Hello everyone! I wanted to do a flip through of my traveler's notebook this week. It's been very much requested, and it is a new setup for me. I'm fairly new at traveler's notebooks, and I haven't really figured out my whole layout yet, but I'm working on it, and I think this is kind of a good video just because I feel like a lot of flip-throughs are established ones, and I think it's kind of nice to see one that's new, and I'm still getting used to it. So I do carry this with me. It's just like a really simple plastic pouch. It actually came with an Erin Condren, and I just put some like markers that I'm using at the moment, some stickers and my ruler and a couple of things that like I may, I don't know, want to write notes on or whatever, but I just stick that right in this pouch, and it's great because then I can just kind of carry it with me when I know I'm going to be out of the house, and I really don't have to worry about it. And then another thing I like to bring with me is this elastic, and it's actually from one of these elastic sets from Walmart, I believe. But you can find it pretty much anywhere. And what's nice is that when I have my planner open, I can just kind of flip to a page, and when it's kind of in the way, I just slip this little elastic on, flatten it out, and it helps keep it open for me, and I really, really appreciate that. It's so much more convenient, and I don't feel like I'm flopping this end down all the time. And for me, I also don't have, a lot of stuff kind of coming out of the top of it. I just don't appreciate it. I stick this in my purse a lot, and it just gets in the way, so I really avoid it. And as you can see, I don't have anything in my pockets other than this. It's just this really cute pouch that I got at Target, and it was actually filled with these little binder clips, and I like to put these like little magnetic bookmarks in there, a little pair of scissors for washi. I like to keep these little like tabs to put like washi tape on, and it really just helps me keep everything together when I'm out. And sometimes I like to carry one of these large like binder clips, and I put like washi samples on them, and then depending on my mood that day, like I can either stick it in this pocket, or usually I stick it on the side if I'm being, really honest, but I just kind of stick it on here, and then they dangle out the side when I close it, and it just makes it really easy for it to travel with me. So, okay, that was a lot. I have this little pocket, and it's really, it could be functional. It's from Target, but for the most part, I just like to put stuff in there that makes me smile, makes me happy. It's stuff that's been well loved and well used from like journaling card packs, but like, I don't know, like you can see, I don't know, I like this to be a happy place when I come into it. So I also have a note from my husband here, but I have a lot of these like date stickers to use, month stickers. I have some bills in here, like not like actual bills, but like bill stickers. And it's just stuff that I reach for pretty often, and it's convenient to have in this top pouch. And for anyone who may ask, all of my covers I made myself using just some laminator pouches. I want to eventually get the Foxy Fix ones, but I have the number 7 size, and for the covers in those, they are like $9 each. So I don't know, I couldn't justify it when I was still kind of getting used to the size. And then for my first pouch, I have pouch, I'm sorry, for my first insert, I have my calendar insert, and it's just kind of a month at a glance, and I have, you know, my bills marked, and the dates, my paydays, and like my goals and stuff for the month, and then I have just like a blank one here, and I use this magnetic page marker just to kind of keep everything set and ready for me. And really, this is nothing special. It's just a paper pack that I got from Michael's, I believe. But I really loved the color, and you'll notice that I have a lot of like different color books in here, and that's just because I thought I was going to color code it, but I think going forward, either I will probably just do these in white and then just have the cardstock here for the colors, because I just find that I don't like coordinating these, and I'm probably not going to keep the same papers all the time for these notebooks to match. But this next one is just my weekly spreads, and I love this insert. I think it suits me really well. I love making lists, and it's an easy way for me to kind of understand my week at a glance. And for me, I break it up into sections, like it's work stuff, and then kind of like miscellaneous, anything that I have to do, kind of personal, you know, like bills or to call people or whatever. And at the bottom, it's, you know, just like fun stuff like watching TV or whatever. And this is what a blank insert looks like. I get a lot of questions about these, and you can either have them as like a physical item that I send to you, or you can get them as printables. And I get a lot of questions. I'm sorry, this wasn't supposed to be like a sales pitch or anything, but these are like Tombow markers, and I don't have any problems with them bleeding at all. So I enjoy these. And then I just have this because I thought it was so funny. This next one is my daily, and I haven't quite, like, this is what I mean, I don't like this blue color at all. I haven't quite figured out how I want to lay these out, so this isn't something that I really show at all on any sort of social media, just because, I don't know, I haven't really got the hang of it, and it's just, I don't know, I love the idea. Here's a full page, blank page. But in execution, I'm not grasping it the way I thought I would. And then this next section are lists. And I have this folder that I made, using a template that I made in Silhouette, and I just stuck some cardstock in here. My thought was to put stickers in here, but I haven't done that, mainly because I either keep them in here or in this pouch. So it hasn't really happened a lot for me. But it's just like doodle ideas, mostly shop ideas, freebies, goals, things that I want, my husband wants, we want for the house, some shop ideas, and then this is just like a blank one. I tried color coding the tops of these and matching like washi tape to it. I'm not sure I'll keep doing that. I might just keep these blank in the future and just, well, not blank, but write in them and not color them in, or use much more pastel colors. And I also wanted to do kind of a quick meal at a glance, because we're always talking about, oh, what do we want for dinner? So these are just some meal ideas. These are some of the like fancy meals that we have when we're out, and we want to try to recreate them at home. And I have like soups, main dishes, and like proteins, sandwich ideas, standalone dishes like, you know, lasagna or, you know, Alfredo or whatever. And then these are, you know, side dishes to pick from. And that's just kind of what I have in the middle. And as you can see, a lot of this is still empty. And then at the back, like I said, I wanted to use this for stickers. These are just some like oopsie date dots that I made and want to just kind of use up myself. That's the back of this. And then this one, I have kind of like my thankful thought journal, and I'll flip through it, but I'll probably end up fast forwarding it. And then at the end here, I like to keep these are also from paper packs, but they're from different ones than this paper. It's actually from Joann's, and every day may not be a good day, but there's something good in every day, and that's what I like to focus on in this journal. I like to focus on positive, happy things from that day, just anything at all that made me smile, and that's what I like to focus on in here. And I'm almost at the end of it, which is kind of sad and nice at the same time. Like, I love lived-in planners. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's nice to have a fresh new insert, but it's also kind of sad to see the one that you've put so much, effort into go. And then I have another one of these Target pockets, and I just put stamps in here. And this was actually, it used to be my check register, but I found that I just wasn't using it and it didn't make sense to have in here. So I have this like card holder, which I usually keep it empty, but if I'm using it, just as kind of like a wallet, I'll usually fill it up, or I'll put like receipts in here for coupons, or I'll put some cash when we're on the go, and then just, some cards or something when I'm out. But for like day-to-day use, I really don't use this, not yet anyway. And then this last insert is kind of my bullet journal style. And I actually just started this one last night, but I have kind of my doodle ideas, and then I have my habit tracker, and I've been in kind of a crummy mood lately, so when I saw this in my Happy Planner book, Everything is Gonna Be Okay, it seemed perfect to use this month, so I'm really excited that I found that. And then just some to-dos. It's kind of like my brain dump for the month, but I don't really like using brain dump. There's something about it seems, I don't know, it doesn't seem pretty. So I prefer to just have it as a to-do list, and then I'll kind of fill this out as I go and figure out what I'm going to use on a weekly and monthly basis. And then I just have this little clip. It's actually the one that I had this come in, and I just glued some of this elastic to it, and then it's a convenient little pen loop. And then this is the back of this insert, and again, I haven't really used it that much. I'm thinking that I may end up putting these on in this pouch when it's not on here, because it isn't always on the go with me, but I do use washi tape in here constantly, so that's probably what I'm going to do. And then this is just kind of the back of it, and again, I haven't used this pocket. So that's kind of everything. It is very full. It is just my daily planner. I really love it. I use it all the time, and it's been a real joy for me to carry with me. And I'm really, really excited to find a planner that I genuinely love and use and find a lot of just joy in every day. So I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that maybe if you're new to like traveler's notebooks, maybe this helped you see that they're not all like stunning when you first start out. I know mine isn't, but it's functional, and that's what I really love. So I hope you liked it, and I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys!